Hi friends, in today's video I am putting together a swap, and it is a swap for altered paper clips, but as a bonus I added some floral belly bands. Before we get into this video, I want to remind you that I am having a 500 subby giveaway, and I will add the link to that video in the description box because it just has the instructions on how to participate in the giveaway. Speaking of all of that, if you are a current subscriber, thank you so much. If you are new, thank you for joining me. I hope that my channel will bring you some happiness. Now let's get into this video a little bit. So what I'm doing is I am creating some altered paper clips. I've been having a little bit of fun doing that lately. I am using some of the ribbon that I have, but I am also embellishing these paper clips a little bit more than I did the last time. So on this one, I am using a bright green ribbon, trimming the edges so that they're slanted because I think that gives a better textural look. And then I'm wrapping it with a piece of scrap that I had of pom-pom ribbon, and I just love pom-poms, so I think that one came out cute. On this next one, I'm doing a little bit of a tassel effect, so I'm putting a few layers of ribbon together, and then I'm going to hot glue a piece of decorative acrylic to it. This is not a very clear shot, but I will have a picture coming up in just a minute. This is one of my very favorite ones. I filled a little tiny bag with different size glitter and some buttons, and then I hot glued that to the paper clip. And here they are. When I send out a swap, I like to add a few extra items. So in this case, I am adding some belly bands. A little while back, I did a video on how I sewed belly bands using book pages, and I just folded them over into thirds so that they were the size of either a belly band or a bookmarker, and then I sewed some flowers and ribbon onto them. Well, now I'm going to continue to embellish them, and I am using some silk flowers, and each one will get a silk flower, and then in the center of it I am putting a rhinestone, and on one of them I'm adding a little bit of glitter around the rhinestone. I really enjoyed making these, and I was surprised at how quickly I was able to put them together. So that's a lot of fun for me because it's like instant gratification. So I just think they came together really well, and they have a nice big impact. So I'm hoping the recipient of these belly bands will enjoy them, and if not, they can always choose to share them. I hope you all are doing well. State of Florida, you know, we have some cases. It seems like the media is making a really big deal out of Florida, but I don't know. I don't know, just life seems pretty normal to me. Well, the new normal, of course. I am not hesitating to go out and go shopping, of course, with my face mask. Very respectful of social distancing. So being careful, but I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of going out and living my life as usual. All that being said, I don't consider myself to be in a high-risk group, all the while knowing, you know, bad things happen. So I am careful. I'm not, you know, feeling like I'm taking for granted that I'm, you know, not in a high risk or anything. I'm just so tired of being anxious and afraid. So I have to move forward with my life. Also, I do have a son that is a high risk group, so I'm very, very careful with him. He is not going out and about as normally or frequently as he would. So I am, you know, just being, like I said, very careful with him. And then of course, if I come home from the grocery store or whatnot, I make sure that, you know, the first thing I do is wash my hands, take my mask off, throw it in the wash, you know, that sort of thing. On an interesting note, my husband is going to be getting the antibody test due to his work. He is a first responder, and finally they are going to be giving tests out to them. And I actually suspect that he might have had it in February, believe it or not, before this was even a thing over here. So I will be very interested to see how the antibody test comes out, because he and my middle son were extremely sick in February, and they both had relapses. And when they were sick, I actually didn't get really sick, but I slept for like 4 days. It was crazy. So anyway, I'll let you know how the antibody test comes out. Here are the finished belly bands. I love them. I hope the recipient loves them as much as I do. Thanks for watching. See you soon.